Hello, everyone. So let's see what kind of story we got today. Oh, here it is. It says here, BLM leader making problematic comments about white people. Yes, that seems like something they would do. All right, so recently, the movement that calls for peace and racial inequality has one of their leaders, only one, make a very concerning statement. I'm concerned. It appears that BLM leader Yusra Kogali boldly stated that white, capital letter, people are subhuman, to which is angering a lot on X. X, is that the new name of Twitter, right? Statements like these are only meant to infuriate other people rather than uplifting the community. That is an extreme statement. According to reports in a now deleted 2016 Facebook post, a co-founder of the Toronto Black Lives Matter chapter in Canada, come on, bro. Yusra Kogali asserted that white people are a genetic defect of blackness. The fuck? How's that even make any sense? How's that a defect? Is blonde people a defect of people with brunette hair? Like, what just nonsense. She, of course, it's she, probably fat too. She claims that whiteness is not human with an X, humanness with an X, and that white skin is subhuman, and white people are recessive genetic defects. What the? That sounds very much like KKK, BLM, KKK. It's probably nothing. Furthermore, Kigali argues that white supremacy exists to safeguard white survival. Does it? That doesn't make any sense. White people aren't in danger. What about your black supremacy? Is that for black survival? Like, as they can only reproduce themselves. That's the same for every other race. Otherwise, you just you're mixing people up. She further claims that melanin is vital for is a vital trait. Is that there should be an a vital traits vital for traits like strong bones, intelligence, and sensory abilities. What does that have to do with skin, though? Does it improve skin? Insinuating that white people lack sufficient melanin. This is beyond dumb. BLM leader making blow claims. I am yes, you're no. Is that like a Taylor Swift song? We're the good guys and on the right side of history. Meanwhile, yeah, she's probably fat. Oh my God. Whiteness is not human. Why do you put an X in there? In fact, subhuman, all phenotypes exist within the black family. What kind of sickness? White people, blah, blah, blah. She's just going on a full racist rant. Genetic defects because melanin represents an inception of life. Melanin is directly linked to fertility and bruh. The most racist thing I've read. Why aren't there authorities busting down her door and taking her in for hate crime? Because being racist is not technically illegal. I think she's properly canceled. And yeah, I mean, she's already part of a racist organization. So who's going to really stop her? Users are unhappy to hear about the problematic comments this individual is making. They further state that the authorities should look into her. And do what? What are they supposed to do? You can't police people's thoughts. Just, I mean, I suppose you can investigate them as a group for possible domestic terrorism suspicions, but just because some chick is racist, I don't think me calling other races subhumans racist, leftists, not even the race. I mean, you're attributing this to a bunch of other people that are not associated with this lady. Also, being white is a race. Polish, British, Spanish, blah, blah, blah. Convenient label to distract you while you. I mean, they did the same thing with black. I mean, freaking people from all over the goddamn globe, they just have dark skin. None of them are related, really. Black is the most genetically diverse group of people, but yet they all smash into a group just so it's convenient for wording. I mean, that's what all it is. It's language. I mean, they even trying to do the same thing with Latin X. They're trying to group all of the Hispanic and all of those groups, Spanish speaking groups, all together. Even some of them are probably white, like Spain. Like they're putting them all in the same group, so it's convenient. That's all it is about. It has nothing to do with you know, these individuals being racist. Is just convenience. The whole woke agenda is not being able to be racist towards white people, blah, blah, blah. I mean, people are like reading way too much into this. I mean, this one lady doing this doesn't mean that it's a whole conspiracy and the whole left is believing in this stuff. I mean, I get you all want to be political and all that stuff, and you just want to blame an entire group for an individual's position. I think the whole BLM thing is sort of racist because they pretty much focus on a specific race. They're not trying to help the world and help people and sort of organize groups and bring people together. They're trying to separate them and say, you're bad, you have to support this group because they feel victimized by you. And that's why I don't like it. But I don't think she's like a reflection of the group. I mean, that would be more of an extreme person in the group, but most of the people in the group probably got into it because they thought they were doing something good, not because they believe this. In addition to this, number of people are angry, blah, blah, blah. Is that the end of it? Yeah, that looks like the end of it. Yeah, I mean, it's weird, man. It's weird, but she's positioned in a group where people believe certain things and they invest a lot of their time and their energy into these beliefs, and then they discover they have no enemy. There's no one to fight because they don't know what the people that they're against look like. So they have to invent them. They have to envision them. So they say white, they say this, they say heterosexual, they say all of these things in order to paint an image of the people that you're supposed to hate. And they make it as distant as possible. So it's not someone in your personal life, because they can't get people on board if you say, oh, it's these people in that you see, they're the ones doing it to you. And you look around and you're like, oh, I have white friends. I have all these people that in my life, they're not trying to harm me. They're actually trying to help me and they're good friends. So they try to make it as distant as possible. They make it an ideology. It's the straight white male ideology. That's what's standing in your ways. It's systemic stuff. It's all this stuff that is so far reaching from your mind that you can imagine it as a villain. And people just get caught up in that. And you get people like this in the group that they're just like, they're going to try to push the envelope as far as they can because she's trying to move up in an organization. She didn't get to the position that she was just from repeating the same thing that everybody else was saying. She was trying to be as more extreme as possible so that everybody else could see that she's more dedicated to the cause. And then she got to that point. That's just how it happened. So until next time.